some. Get it. And yes, I have it and I thought there was the.
The only other thing Robin and I were working on was, the, title action. I deleted it. Basically, I think we decided there was nothing to be done about it, but, you make a little.
Okay, okay, but yes, this is, I believe this is the old one.
Yeah. Well, it's the only one we were recording that I know.
Okay,
So
so that was
that's
it.
gotta be it.
Yeah.
It's the last of the 4 properties.
Yes, that's
Okay,
it. Yes, and we just got it back
Yeah.
earlier. Might have been earlier this week.
Well, if Robin hasn't already done so, I got in touch with Chad.
Okay,
He wanted to know when we had.
okay, and I'm not sure if you did or not,
Yeah,
so,
I'll talk to him anyway.
okay, yeah. Never hurts to make
No.
a chat.
Yeah.
You're saying it was a handprint for a minute.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. Our pledge of allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And the minutes.
Yes, I need a motion for the January 8th, January 21st, and January 27th meeting minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve said minutes.
Second. All in favor?
Right.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And then I need a motion for the allowance docket for $17,755.14.
Make a motion to approve the allowance docket.
I'll second. Favor? Opposed? Motion carries.
Then I need a motion for the accounts payable voucher, which was $78,785.21.
Make a motion for the account payable voucher.
Second. Favor?
I,
Carried.
And then the last one was, we need a motion to approve the annual financial report.
Second. Favor? Carried.
That's all I have.
Thank you. So under new business, we have Gwen Hodson.
Hello, everyone. I'm back for my annual town board meeting to talk about our service learning day for the high school, junior high students. We're looking at May 14th this year, with a rain date of May 15th. We plan to run it as we have in past years. I know that RD used to organize quite a bit of the town things. I don't know if Brennan will do that, or if the town still wants to participate and have a point of contact for us to work with for projects and things. Is that?
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm gonna say, yes, we definitely probably do want to
yes,
participate into that. And then for now, yeah, Brennan will be a contact for now, and then as things change, then we'll get you an updated.
So I'll just reach out to you through Missy and get with you to start planning all the fun projects that you might have for our kiddos to do. Wanted to see if you guys could get dumpsters again this year. Do you see that being an issue? I know we filled what we had last year. And I think you guys do a good job of bringing them in the day before or a couple days before. And then that way townspeople who want to bring their own stuff in can do that. But I think maybe they were almost full by the time our kids started. last year. I think I heard that, so.
We may have to watch that. Okay.
And I'm pretty sure from our experience with doing this, if you have the dumpsters, they will fill the dumpsters. And still seems like there's more trash everywhere. I don't know how it happens, but looking to see, are there anything that you guys want done differently or any concerns that you had with the kids in town that you want us to make sure to address?
Sure, Sean, pretty good in the last,
Hmm?
over the last couple of years, I've trained pretty decent.
Yeah, I would say I can't think of anything off the top of my
Okay,
head.
if there ever is, please let us know. You know, I think we have great kids, but every once in a while we get a wingnut in there that gets a little freedom and goes a little crazy. So we want to make sure and take care of that if we have any issues. I do have a flyer. We made it for this year. In the past, I've gotten them to Robin and she puts them in the town water bills. Is it okay to go ahead and do that again this year?
Yes.
Okay, and then I put Robin as the point of contact for any citizens that wanted to reach out and schedule a kid to come by their house or a truck to come by their house and clean up. That's still good? Okay, to have those go out in the March bill, when do I need to have them to you guys?
I will do bills whatever March 15th. So whatever, if that's a weekend, then it'll just be after that, but,
So if I got them to you by March 1st?
oh, yeah.
In fact, I think Robin does the copies, or maybe you do the copies. I'll just get the PDF file to you.
Yeah, just get it to Robin. Yeah, if you just get it to Robin, just like you have before, then we'll get it in with the bills or on the back of them or something, but we'll do it in the March ones and then probably in the April one.
I'll make sure that you have it then by March 1st at the latest.
Okay, perfect. Thanks.
Do you remember how many dumpsters that we had? Did we have 3?
I
Oh, I
think we
was
had
in
2 last year.
Yeah.
I think there were 2, but now I think there was wasn't there also a separate something for metal?
Yes.
Yeah, but I think there were just the 2 dumpsters.
2 dumpsters and 1.
And plus the one that we have here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there were 2 that were up there by the just catty corner from the garage there where.
And I know, just from, I'm usually stationed in Fairmount, they have somebody who collects tires. They work with their waste management to allow them to dump the tires. That's a big hit and got rid of a bunch of people who had tires just kind of stacked. I don't know if you guys could work that out at all with someone here in Summitville or Madison County that would let you get rid of tires. And they did appliances as well. And we had, I think there were 10 refrigerators. So just, you know, things that people have a real hard time getting rid of. If Madison, I think it was the waste management for Grant County or whoever they use that allowed them to do that. So I don't know if your waste management company would have any interest, but that was definitely a hit.
Brandon, I know you said that you would help on the dumpsters.
So take care of.
The, our trash people donate,
That's why, yeah.
that's what one,
They have in the past. I think Doug even said they might be able to do another one at one point. So I don't know. I think in the past it's been, they've donated one and we paid for one. But I mean, I guess we can always ask and see what
okay.
is willing to do. They may be willing to do a couple or a bigger one, or I don't know.
If you get any questions, pretty easy to find me over at the school. So just reach out to Missy or me and we'll happy to help. But otherwise, we will see you in town on May 14th. And Brendan, you'll hear from us soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
Thanks.
Everything under open business? I don't know if you're gonna cover this when we do your report, but we get everything situated for uptown, the building and.
Yes, I can cover it right now. There was one property left of the 4 that we've been dealing with forever, as far as I can tell. And that was the Olga property, we got the deed after the last meeting from the, assessor's office, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
auditor's office.
auditor's office.
I think it was the
I always get
auditor's.
this too mixed up.
Yeah,
So
but we
the,
got the recorded one.
yeah, and now it's recorded. We have a copy of the recorded deed. So everything that needs to be done is done. I will let Chad Pig know. And I have a question, maybe since we're bringing this up. Has anything further happened with the young woman who came and was interested in making an offer?
He's looking at it, and I believe there's somebody that's gonna look at it, a contractor's gonna look at it tomorrow to kind of give her some
If you need-
insight.
If there's anything needed on that, let me know. I'll convey all that to Chad as well.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Thank you. Who else have anything under review business? Okay. Ordinance and resolutions. We had tabled from last month, we were looking at the speed limit around Dollar General. And we had tabled it to get the exact ordinances to where we were gonna place it. And I know Richard had went out and looked. Brandon, did you get a chance to go do that?
I didn't go.
Okay, and have you spoke with Richard to kind of get the idea of where it's gonna be or anything? All right, Richard, you want to kind of explain kind of where, what you,
Well, what we found was there is a 40 mile per hour sign heading out of town just before Dollar General. And if we were gonna set it up this way, we should probably change that to a 30. So you get further out towards Poet. I don't know how far out our reach goes.
our original goes to 1550.
Okay. Then coming into town, I think that probably the easiest place to be around the pond. R&R, we set a 30 mile an hour marker. That way it can be 40 up and to R&R, but past that is 30 all the way through town.
I think you said you had penned the coordinates.
I do have coordinates.
Okay,
for it.
get with Robin so we can write the ordinance so that we have that in place, so it's not as vague as from 1550, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
It's a little bit better.
Yep.
Thank you.
So it'd be after R&R, but before Dollar General,
Yes. So in between the living.
the nursing home.
Yeah, so it's that pond right there, R&R, basically.
So it's 40 then 30.
So there's no cops that can set up a speed trap.
Yeah, that's what we try.
No speed traps.
Thank you guys. And thanks, Mark, for going out and taking a look at that.
Yeah.
So we have the salary ordinance. Brandon, would you like to,
Sorry. Who's that?
thank you.
Can we explain what this?
Yeah.
in regards to, so, this proposed ordinance change is essentially raising Brendan's rate of pay from $15 an hour to $18 an hour. We met as a board, whatever day it was last month and toward the end of the month and discussed pay a little bit with that position. He has a lot on his plate for $15 an hour, and after talking with Robin, we looked to amend those ordinances to give Brendan a raise from $15 to $18 an hour.
Which is more in line with
Or, yeah. Oh,
the market. So, rise.
I think in order to amend this, we have to have a motion to increase the rate of pay from $15 to $18 an hour. Prior to amending motion, we got instructions.
We do. So, you want it?
So we already explained it. Okay, so
Yes.
you need a motion
Yeah.
to number the ordinance number 2026-3 that shall be placed on the first reading by title only, which is, it's an ordinance amending the Somerville Code by adding an ordinance concerning
It should be on that yellow paper. Edie.
Yeah, that's like.
Oh, it's right here in front of me.
Yep.
Sorry. Oh, okay. Amending, fixing the salary, holiday, paid days off, and bereavement leave for employees of the town of Somerville, Madison County, Indiana, for the year beginning January 5th of 2026. I need a motion to number the ordinance of 2026-3 that shall be placed on the first reading by title only.
I'll make a motion to then that ordinance, go with the reading of title.
Okay. I need a second by Richard.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
I need a motion to read the ordinance in its entirety by the title only, which I already read the title only. Need a motion by that. To read the, because I read the title only. I need a motion to read ordinance in its entirety by title only. See above notice, title. The title is amendment fixing the salaries, holidays, and paid up date off. Okay. Why would you do it twice?
You know, the first one was just numbering it 2026-3.
Oh, okay, so the second one is, the first one was number, the second one was the reading.
Make a motion to approve the ordinance on the reading by title.
All in favor?
Hi.
Opposed? Motion carries.
I need a motion to accept the first reading.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
I announce the ordinance number 2026-3 has been duly passed and adopted.
Congratulations, man.
All right, and we discussed the traffic ordinance. Suzie, was there anything else with ordinances that you could think of?
Nope.
Okay.
I had the traffic one in case, but we need to change where it's
But we're
gonna
doing the
start.
verbiage,
We're gonna
right.
change, okay,
Right, and Richard's
Okay.
gonna get with Robin so they can get the exact kind of coordinates just
Okay.
in case.
yep.
All right, Mark?
Okay. So we've got several things to go over. We spoke last time about the water pump on the cars. So I've got some quotes on those. Humphreys Automotive is at 2188.27. Allmax All Care Automotive. Allmax put 2 in. And this is crazy, but in order to change the water pump on that car, you have to get into the motor and get into the timing chain. It's a ridiculous setup on that car. But Allmax quoted to go ahead and change some other stuff while they were in the motor. So they gave us 2 quotes, basically 2133.17 for the water pump, and 3639.09 to change everything else while they're in there. So Allmax, just the water pump is 2188.27. Allmax to change. Humphrey's price is 2133.17. And then Allmax second price is 3639. So I'm gonna do a little more digging into this to see what all is getting changed when we dig into that, to see which one's gonna be the best deal. Pardon?
Which one is that again? I can't remember.
Oh,
Oh, one of
one of the Ford Tauruses, the water pump's leaking on it. So you've got good job to dig into that, and change the water. So I'd like to go ahead and see if I can get approved up to a certain amount, so I can get moving once I figure out what the best deal is gonna be. So the highest quote I've got is 363909. And that's to change everything. I'm not saying that's the route I'll go, because these quotes were spelled out a little bit different, so I just want to make sure everything's apples to apples.
What year's the vehicle?
2018.
Ford Taurus.
They're a Ford Taurus Interceptor, and they're all-wheel drive, so they're,
The three.
and typically those are pretty good cars. Like
I thought they were.
this is, one of those things I was kind of shocked when I got in, was told the hours involved in changing a was.
Humphrey's gonna have to pull the motor too.
They don't pull the motor, they just gotta tear into to the front of the motor, or the rear of the motor and the timing chain and all that to get into the water pump. Brandon probably knows a little more about it.
Whole front of the motor. Loading section, or loading. It's a job. Hey, Mark and I talked about it previously. He did a little research and it's like 7 or 8 hours.
Extra. Yeah, on top of a regular water pump.
Quite the,
Any motion?
I'll make a motion that he get that water pump fixed, and I wouldn't exceed $4,000.
There.
Yes.
Next thing is the light bar and the Tahoe. Passive Solutions gave us a quote of $749 to replace it. It's out, so the Tahoe's down until we get the light bar replaced. I didn't get another quote on that. They just got me this quote the other day.
$749.
Mhm.
Yeah, you shouldn't need it.
Yeah, if it was over, it's 500, right?
Well, he doesn't, he can approve it
Oh.
under 1,000. But I just was letting you guys know that I did get a quote back on it.
Oh.
I talked about it last meeting. So I was letting you know that one. Got a free basic coming up over in Fairmount. I'm gonna send Kevin Serber over. We've already did his background check. And everything came back good. He's been coming up a little bit. I think he's 32 years old, 33 years old. He does, he's a garage door repairman with, but he also lives right to this corner of the range. So getting ready to send him over there. We've already did his background check. There's no fee. So just letting you know on that one. Providing he passes, I'll bring him in if we end up swearing him in and all that. John Mansfield. So we called down to the academy. The academy has an opening in August that we could possibly get him into. We confirmed that it's $1,000 to send him to the academy. That's what their charge is. However, my question is, for David, is as far as paying him while he's going,
Mhm.
how would that work?
So you're paying him to attend the academy. Is that the idea?
Well, we're asking if we have to,
If you have to pay him, currently, what's his current status?
part-time.
Part-time, paid.
Mhm.
Okay, okay. I don't know. Why would you give me a little guidance on this? What would require him to be paid as opposed to you wanting to do it and
Well, he's
being
an
able?
employee. He's an employee.
Right,
It would be a volunteer training.
right,
We're not requiring him to go.
right.
It would benefit him. And like I've been totally honest with everybody, he's been here 3 years and he's put in 30, 40 hours a week for 3 years straight.
So the question really is, can you pay him? And I think the answer is yes, you can do that.
Well, I know that. My question is, do we have to pay him? Because he definitely wants to go. I mean, that's gonna be a
I
big
mean, we're talking 16 weeks.
16
Right,
weeks.
so this is why
Right.
it's.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you have to let me research that. I don't know of a provision of state law that requires it. I know you can do it, but I don't know if it's required. So let me get back to you on that before the next meeting. I'll contact you separately about that, if that's okay. Yeah.
Is there a time frame on getting them in there?
August, they said they could actually get them in the August class.
No, I mean, as far as getting there.
Bonding.
Signing up.
We've got a spot. We can get them in. I mean, those are hard to come by. So we went ahead and booked it. We can always back out if we need to. So, and that's, I figure that'd be a pretty hot class because that's the first class that they're allegedly gonna back down. And they came up with a new, agility test and, like it or not, I thought that'd probably be a pretty hot class. People will be trying to get them. Because anybody that's been waiting for that is gonna jump on that class. So I went ahead and booked a spot. We can always back it out.
Tier 1 or tier 2?
Tier 1. Yeah, I just don't see much to tier 2. It's a couple, 3-4 weeks shorter and liability wise and so on. I just think, I don't see a reason to send them to tier 2.
And it limits the officer, correct?
It does, limits them to a 4-man, I believe it's 4, under 5-man department. So basically it's gotta be a town. Yeah. So get with David on that later. I'm sure everybody's heard at this point about the cars that we had people getting into. We've got a few persons of interest. We've taken some action on that. We're working it. We have patrolled a little bit. We've got a third shift guy working for a while. I've been changing my shift up a little bit. I don't want to say exactly what. Changing my shift up a little bit. So we're doing what we can.
These were vehicles that were left unlocked, correct?
Everyone, it was just opportunity.
Yeah.
Opportunist crime, people walking through there. Luckily, they were all kind of in the same area. So that tells us some stuff too. So, make sure everybody's locking their cars and locking.
All over.
Yeah, everywhere. Yeah, no, it wasn't, we didn't get hit all over town, no.
Okay.
It was just kind of a select little area. So,
Did we get hit again last night?
now that was somebody talking about last week.
Okay,
Um,
I believe it, I thought we got hit last night too.
No, that was,
The way they worded that,
The
made us
way you
sound like.
worded it sounded like we got hit again last
I
night.
know, that's the problem. Yeah,
Probably a good time to mention too, if you have security cameras that you're able to download the footage off of, see suspicious activity, please give it to Mark, let him know that it's there.
yeah, especially if it's up over on the west side of town. Where everything was going on. Cars, people walking, whatever. And if you see something, if you're out at night, holler at us. Call dispatch, because that's the quickest way to get a hold of us and communication gets through a lot faster calling dispatch than it does trying to call up here. Anything else?
Doing safety checks and all that, nothing, everything's.
Yeah, I mean, we stay on top of
As
it. We
usual.
do 300-400 a month usually. So,
Well, that's awesome.
yeah. No, it's just one of those things. You might happen to do it when somebody wasn't here. We're changing it up a little bit. Bit of help.
Do we need to, I was gonna ask you, should we put a reminder in maybe the water bills or something and add our numbers again for dispatch and for Brendan and all that? Because I get a lot of,
That's
what is
Yeah, I
it?
mean, if you guys want to put that in there.
The dispatch number, I give out a lot.
Mhm.
I myself get out a lot. I think maybe, I know we gave those magnets out. How long was that? It's been a while.
Still got 2 boxes of them.
Seriously, I mean, that's,
They got the wrong numbers on them though.
oh, they do?
Well, the first batch, yeah, there should be another batch that has the right numbers on them.
Yeah.
Well, now instead of, one doesn't have my number on it, it's got RD's.
So,
Back to recess vote.
I mean, that's just something
Yeah, it's just,
to think about.
everything's computerized now.
Right,
And by the time it goes through 2, 3 people to get out,
right.
things are all messed up and we're coming up here, we're trying to log in and everything's there if they call dispatch.
Yeah.
Return callback numbers, addresses, everything's on the computer. So, yeah, I mean, if you
I think
want
that
to,
we need to update that, because some people don't get on the website, and we need to probably do that, maybe add that to our work bills. To the bill somehow, or a pamphlet or flyers, all that. I mean, we need magnets in, I don't know who did the magnets. I wasn't here.
Yeah, that's what it was, I'm sure.
We can do that. We just had the 3 there. And thank you for following up on the complaints that are taken care of.
Do I have anything else?
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
All right. On the report for this month. January included one major snow event resulting in operations were severely hindered due to extreme cold temperatures. We would like to thank the members of the board who came out to assist with operations. Their contributions made it possible to continuously clear the roads of snow and diagnose/clear an emergent wastewater system outage. The snow event ended with approximately 11.1 inches of snow. The cold snap caused severe malfunctions in the airbag system to include but not limited to hanging valves, frozen fire controls, and full pits. This resulted in a total loss of vacuum pressure for the whole town and a bottleneck that persisted for 3 days. Residents were instructed to continue to use their water sparingly, but reports from Indiana American Water indicated that compliance may not have been universal. Maintenance and service. Full service has been completed on the tractor and the mirrors installed. Reynolds suggests a yearly light service to maintain tractor more efficiently. That's just filters, but not a total fluids change because the filters the main thing and keep the fluids lasting longer than doing $50 a bottle per bag of fluids. The red 2014 Chevy 3500 continues to struggle due to an undiagnosed electrical issue, even with the new battery. We are going to have it in at Mark's shop. We're getting a quote right now we have headlights out, we have plow lights out on both trucks. And the Boss salt box currently in the red truck isn't operational. So at the end of the season, we're going to take it to Marks to have them look at it. Okay. I'm moving straight into the econo sign. Spring is coming up upon us. We need to take full advantage of this. This is not a complete quote, but a snapshot quote of all of the suggested signs, poles, brackets, and hardware I think we're going to need to update the entire town from U-shaped poles to square-shaped poles. Now, I did talk to Robin. If we need to chop it up as needed, we can do that. But Justin and I discussed splitting the town off into sections and going and just updating every pole in town. That way we get it done. And that way those old round poles for the street signs. Now that is item 3 on this is the new 9-inch blades for the street signs. This is just price per unit, not the total, because I want to get 2 of each, because right now I don't have replacements, and several were damaged in December due to the wind event, and I don't have replacements for those. And then item number 13, it is the 36 by 24 directional sign. This will go on Main Street and Walnut Street. This would have arrows and distances to 28, 9, and 200. Hopefully, with that information on how to get to 28 and to 9 at that intersection, it will keep you from turning onto Walnut Street to get to 200.
Oh.
Included in this are suggested, but not necessarily needed, a post puller and 2 post drivers. Now granted, costs from these from EconoSign are rather high. We can look for cheaper options elsewhere. We had a sewer incident.
Hey, Brendan, real quick.
Yeah.
Before we go to this, sir, the signs. You said direction signs so that people know how to get to, are we having issues with people coming down?
Somebody's going down.
I don't know that that's a signage issue. That's more of a GPS issue from the guys that are coming into the shop. That's mostly what I hear. And I just had one the other day and that's what he said. He said, man, I'm sorry, I've been through this town. He said, but it was the GPS that had taken me through that place. So just keep it for thought.
Just a nice kind of to have an idea, not necessarily needed. Again, we can piece this up.
Thank you.
It's at 309 South Clinton Street. I have a bill from AP Handyman as they had to come and bring out their big snake to clear root balls from that alleyway's line. 309 surprisingly is the only one on that corner, and it was backed up all the way to their clean out and almost into their house. They addressed it right in time. The bill comes to $600. With that as well, we're gonna have to plan, and I already talked to Robin and to Susie about this. We should probably make plans to replace that in the near future. That entire run from Summitville Street to Lake Street and that T as, the pipes still look in good shape. I cameraed today and I took snapshots, but they're separating at the joints. That's around, it's allowing roots to infiltrate the line. And also there are some bellies in the line which are holding water back. Granted, talking to Tom Marshall, he said the last time those were put in were late 60s, early 70s. So, but altogether, the structure of the lines looks decent. Lastly, I have provided you all a copy of the email I told Purdue. For mosquito season is coming, and their closest class, well, their only class for the category 8, which is required by the state chemist to spray for mosquitoes, is March 31st. It costs $103. First, I have to take a core test, which is online, and I can test at either Anderson, Muncie, or Marion at Ivy Tech. And that's $150 for the course, and then it's $55 for the test, so $308. Since we lost RD, we no longer have access to its license, and I don't believe Paramount or Alexandria have some of this license. Mosquito spray.
Yeah, they do.
Other families, those have things.
Do they? Okay.
Make a motion to get Brandon signed up for the mosquito controls to get his license in March.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
It must be to approve this or?
That one.
Okay. That's all I have.
Thanks, sir.
And that total was 308, Brendan.
$308.
Okay, just so I have the total to put for the motion and that. Thank you.
All right. Council report?
I have one. I'll let y'all go first, you know me.
Good.
Okay, so. If someone come to me about, I know we had talked about the concession stand down at the Paul Diamond. The Historical Society wants to use it the 4th of July. Again, at no charge like we did last year, because they are non-for-profit. With that come with me, it's not, it'd be here before you know it, they just want to know so they can start planning for their stuff. I know we were going to possibly look at getting the other bathroom fixed, but I don't know if they've had a chance to do that, but we did with the one bathroom last year. I don't think it would be that big of an issue just to do with the one, and they sold pops and candy bars last year. And, what they had last year, so they can't do any hot food because we were not approved with the county, so. I just need to know how we're gonna do with that. That was the main question, so they can prepare for their group to proceed.
Yeah, I think we're good to go. Got one bathroom.
We have one bathroom that's
Yeah.
working. Yeah, we had it last year.
Yeah.
With those again. So we need a motion to, you need to get a motion to approve the Historical Society to use the concession stand at no cost for the 4th of July.
I'll make one, the historical use the stand.
On favor? Here's.
Thank you. What else? Okay, I don't know if everybody has heard or not, but I have, and I just wanna ask certain things. The big talk of the thing is possibility of some of those school closing. Big talk. I've listened to town board meetings, the school board meeting. And they talked about it, they're still doing some more investigation of some more research on it and stuff like that, but it's all due to they're wanting to combine schools, move some out and do all this stuff, but the big thing is they want to close some of those schools. If that were to happen, that's scary for us. That's really historic. That's but that's big. I would hope that the town would look at that, in my opinion, for us, for big opportunities for us. I've been following the stories on it and seeing whatever we could do, because that could be a huge opportunity for our whole town.
My understanding, what I was gathering, is that it's looked at from a funding standpoint right now, whether or not it would be in their best interest to continue with Summitville or combine or something to that
So the
effect.
problem is enrollment's down.
Right. But again, that would go back to the Madison thing.
Right, and they haven't made a decision yet either way.
And
Yeah,
it's still owned by Madison.
Right, so until they make a decision, there's not much.
Yeah, but it's in the works and it was in board meeting. Just, I
Yeah.
wanted to put it out there to that. Okay, Brendan, yeah.
Offer an interesting solution to, if the problem is attendance, perhaps we should look into opening the town up for people to build more multifamily dwellings. If the problem is they need people, because I don't want that school to close.
K through 2, is that what's down there now?
Pre-K
Early.
through second grade. It's been open since. I don't want to say. Sherry, how long's that been open?
Specific building.
Yes.
Part of it was 1938, part of it was 1950s, and the final part was 63. And I can elaborate on the school. I received an email from the superintendent who requested to meet with me. Apparently I had a lot of questions. Yes, it is based on enrollment. The state funds $8,000+ per child. Physically, their butt has to be in the seat in the spring, one particular day, and in the fall, another day. That's how they do their counts. They have not made a decision. It is based on that. And the school has been saving, is what I'm going to say. I'm not a fan of closing the school, don't get me wrong. But this was a very informative hour that I spent with this man. They've already would have lost money, but they've budgeted and saved previous years where they've cut back things. And they have a $4 million account set up with just saved money. Now, the utilities alone at Summitville Elementary are well over 130,000. That doesn't include insurance. That's no maintenance. That's not lawn care. That's nothing. If they were to do this, it would be because the state has said Summitville is only operating at 80% capacity. They have, and don't quote me on this, I want to say it was 5 empty classrooms. Fairmount's only operating at 60% capacity, and the junior high and high school is at 60% as well, and they have 11 classrooms open. So it's, you know, from a financial standpoint, they've got to be doing this because we are going to lose more money from taxes every single year. And the spreadsheet that he brought with him, I have a 30-year accounting degree. The spreadsheet that he brought with him had a lot of information on it. It showed what we've lost so far due to kids. We have riffed no employees. They have moved them over to other areas if necessary. They, I'm trying to think, this estimated annual loss in like 6 years from now, that year alone is $500,000. If they don't do something now, they'll have to close Madison Grant, period. So, I mean, they have to do something. So he said, and put this in writing, anyone can contact him and he will sit down and talk with anyone, answer any questions that we might have.
And who was that?
That
Superintendent.
superintendent,
Thank you.
Ben Mann. He also is a financial guy previously. He just stepped into the superintendent role. But I have seen him last week and I seen him this week physically at the school. They had a fire drill in Fairmount and here he comes right out of the school, right behind all of the kids. And I really like that, you know, somebody that's gonna not sit behind a desk and they're gonna go see what our school needs, what our kids need. You know, they're not saying it's Summitville, but it makes more sense, Summitville.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Yeah.
going in detail on that. Thank you, I appreciate that. Other thing I had, I should have said this one, Brendan, was that, I wanted to say thank you to Brendan. The other day, we were coming home from, I was coming home from Dollar General. It was after we had the snow and stuff, but a citizen couldn't get down the sidewalk. So he was walking the road. Would that be possible that we get that sidewalk there's a lot of people that go back and forth up that sidewalk. Can we not plow that, or if we have a snow blower to get that done? The new
The new
one to
sidewalk.
go to Dollar General.
City maintenance, right?
All the sidewalks.
All the sidewalks needed. If you do one, you do them all.
You know, becomes the issue where, especially down there, we have, correct me if I'm wrong, Brendan, we have no way to remove snow on the sidewalk other than a shovel.
Maybe so we have a snow-
I've got the snow blower. It's just with both the salt boxes in there. I don't have a way to get it down there. Unless I walk down all of Main Street and blow off all of Main Street.
Terry said, you do one sidewalk, do them all. That's a lot of time.
I'm not opposed
Yeah,
to it.
there's no houses down there that, and that's typically your sidewalk, your responsibility kind of thing. So yeah, I agree with you. I don't know that there's any way you could do it without. That's the only.
If I'm.
Whose property is that?
We hate,
Is that city property?
I would,
Is the, so the
It's Dollar
sidewalk
General
is on
property.
the easement. It's a city easement, but I'm pretty sure Dollar General actually owns the property. They just put the Dollar General paid for the sidewalk to go in
Yeah.
initially. And then they assume the responsibility for after the construction. I believe is how
Yeah.
it all panned out.
I'll go down the
So the
top.
answer would be talk to Dollar General and see if they could shovel the sidewalk.
They have a plow crew that comes through and does their parking lot. I'm sure it wouldn't be anything extra to just have them
Yeah.
do that. So I'll talk to them about that. It'll probably be next season by the time it's necessary, but.
Right.
We hope they'll pray.
Dollar
Thank you.
General, that's not us.
We didn't pay, we didn't pay, yeah, we didn't pay to do the sidewalk. Mhm.
They put in
I'd give you-
500 feet of sidewalk. Dollar General.
All it's gonna do is grant access.
we had a guy last year that was on a four-wheeler and was hitting all these sidewalks.
That is,
Was it Aaron?
that is, he called me.
I think the issue with this snow is the amount of snow we got. It's hard.
Yeah, you'd have to stay on top of it, like you'd have to do it several times. It
I can assure you it was,
was heavy.
you weren't run out. Maybe pile snow. Places they don't like it.
Yeah.
With that much snow, you start running out of places to put it, becomes the problem. It's something, I mean, Brendan and I talked briefly about it. I believe there was conversation about plowing Main Street. I mean, when you plow Main Street, you essentially plow all the cars in. Something you look at for future level snow. It's not gonna quit snowing just because it started 11 inches this year. It's something we're not looking at.
That's rare.
Yeah.
Rare anymore.
I, if you don't mind, Fairmount has this deal that they do. They got these fluorescent orange cones they put out the night before.
Mhm.
They know there's a snowstorm coming. No parking because we're gonna plow it. And it gets plowed.
Mhm.
Our problem here is the apartments
would steal the cone.
are using the streets for parking.
I know a kid that has a collection of them.
That's the cars that are parking, that are plowed.
Oh, and then you see cars all along,
Even down
Well,
here.
even down here,
Even-
you see cars all down Main Street.
But-
I mean, yeah,
But they know you're gonna be plowing it.
right.
That's the thing. It's something
Yeah.
that, and you know, I appreciate you bringing that up because it is something that we need to address and look at because, you know, an 11-inch snow is not something that happens every year.
No.
You know, and I can tell you right now, I spent like however many hours, we got a short staff, like Brendan said in his report.
Yeah.
I was in a plow truck for quite a few hours that day.
Up about 6 hours.
Richard was working with Brendan on the back station, and you don't really realize the amount of work that goes into something like that until you step into it, you do it.
Yeah.
Quite the eye opener as to what we need to look at. One, maybe improving on. Like I say, we don't get 11-inch snows very rare occasions.
But our streets looked amazing the next day. You guys did an incredible job.
All Brendan there.
But there was cars that were buried, but. oh, well.
I texted Steve actually. They complimented him. I was like, man, the streets look good.
Yeah, and Justin, he's our part-time, he was out there as well, and he did a great job.
And there was only 2 people plowing most of the snow. Right?
Yeah.
At any given time, we only have 2 plow trucks. And just, just so everybody, and while we're talking about snow removal, just so everybody knows, did field a couple complaints about the last snow with, the 1/4 inch of snow we got. Discussed it with Brendan. We're going to come up with a general order, I guess, a standing order of when we plow, what we plow, why we plow, and how we plow it. That's just something we need to come up with. And Brendan will, I think, be the first one to tell you that at some point we're wasting your guys' dollars by trying to move a 1/4 inch of snow. So that's something we're going to develop and get into, take a little more serious is, when do we plow? What do we plow? What's the priorities to plow?
Safety. Now, they had to have the sidewalk going to the store. Fine. But how many kids hike up and down there? A lot of them.
Can I make a suggestion? When I was in Savannah, Georgia, the way they do it is they do one side of the street, you better be off there. You park on the other side. Then the next time, they all park on this side and they go to the other side.
That's something that we're gonna have to, it's like in this snow, for example, like I say, down here, we plowed all the car in front of your house, and whatnot. All that gets plowed in. Because you can either move the snow from one side of the street to the other. You don't have the means to pile it up and haul it away. I know in Alexandria, they pile it, they plow it to the middle, and then they bring a loader in, the dump trucks and haul it away. We don't have the means, so we're going to have to be a little creative on what we do and how we do it. But like I say, an 11-inch snow is something that we don't see it a lot. That we do live in Indiana, it does snow. So we're gonna come up with a comprehensive plan on how to address it, what to do. That is a very viable option. And, it's hard to orchestrate everybody moving their cars one night and then, Indiana weather, it doesn't snow the next day when they're falling for 6 inches or something. So, but I just want everybody to know that is something we are working on and gonna get implemented in the near future.
I got a question about that. What's the stipulations of plowing private people's driveways and alleyways? Because they hit one alley, but no one else's. And then he plowed RD's parking space and Samantha Thorne's on Main Street and didn't touch anybody else's parking spots on Main Street.
I took the tractor out and back drive all of Main Street. I did not use the plow truck to plow anyone's private driveway.
I have 2 different RD's place and the house all the way out there on the curve, which I'm guessing that was a medical emergency. So I'm not too upset about that. When you got a medical emergency, you do what you do to get to the people's house.
Emergency.
Yeah, that I understand. You gotta do what to do to help the person.
And as far as alleys go, as far as I know, I found out, they've never been plowed. And the reason being is because of the gravel, right? We put gravel in those alleys, and when you're plowing it, you're taking gravel out. So that's why those have not been plowed.
Okay, then, sorry, my brain's.
As far as one private drive, I can say I plowed is right down here. That was right catty corner from the school. Anyways, our seasonal helper, our time helper had plowed his driveway shut. Once again, it goes back to putting snow in places. He actually piled snow in his driveway thinking it was school property. That driveway, I can say that is the only
Yeah, that's
driveway
the-
that I personally opened up.
That was DeVito.
And then I back dragged the Methodist church as people parked there to get off the street for the snow event and they had become stuck. Um,
And this all becomes part of this plan as to what gets, like I say, what gets plowed. And like Steve said, we can't, the issue with plowing the alleys and it's kind of a twofold deal. We're gonna take all the gravel out of, and it's gonna go wherever the snow stops. And the wear and tear on the plow, because you're gonna start digging, you'll catch a hole and you'll start digging a furrow and
Well, what can we do about the alleys then? That's so, like, what's there to be done? Cause my whole area, we live off our alley.
which alley are you talking
The
about?
one between Lake and Summitville, I think that's Summitville. I don't know. I'm horrible with street names.
it's the cross alley between Summitville Street and Lake Street that connects Clinton Street and Main Street.
Yeah, that area there, and with the hill, my neighbor kept getting stuck, and it was be 12 at night, and he's sitting there revving his truck up because he's stuck in the alley.
We will, we'll look at it and we'll put it, I mean, it'll be something that we address in this comprehensive plan.
Maybe if it's used as a street. It's a little different there, I think. There used to be some businesses on both sides, trucking companies back in the day. It's not necessarily gravel,
It used to be paved at one point.
Yeah.
There's chunks of asphalt in it.
but I'm surprised you told them where you live. On your
I did it.
social media, you don't want to tell them
I didn't.
because they're against you.
Now he wants his driveway plowed, so he'll tell.
So
Well, I'll tell you.
again, on the, so that's good on that. The next thing I had with us, so that goes right along with all that. When you're doing all that, we need to come up with on our portion and also a call list. So I think if we do a shared form, I was thinking of all this stuff, a shared form for all of us and the board to go by. And on the shared form would be a call list, because I got 15 phone calls. But I relied, but like you said, go look at them, see who those who, but you said some of those could have been like, directly who they're to. Like, or if they're waiting on you guys, did they check this? Did they check that? So we need to come up with that shared form to say, let's pull up this issue. What's your issue? And then we don't have to bother everybody. We know what form it is. Come up with that form. Let's come up with a form on a shared form. We can just bring that up and look at that. Can we do that? You see what I'm saying? And we could just say, would we
As far
have?
as problems and complaints.
Yeah, I got that in the same thing.
Yeah.
Yes, with all that together. So we can work on that and. Yes, and then that we can have that on the email and then we'll say, we can all check it,
And I think that's just something to get with Robin and the website guy, and if it's something we want to put on our website, that if you have
Well, I
that.
was talking to Susie and Robin about it the other day and the thing is, like, we were talking, we did the share form before. And only Susie, Robin and myself were the only ones that used it. That was when we did the
Nuisance letters.
nuisance letters. And, so no one else really went on there and used it. So I think this is something new that I think we would really be good for us and, and document those. Yeah, because, I documented all my phone calls, but I wrote them down and then I would text. I think they all went to you. Didn't I give them all to you?
You sent me, I got quite a few.
So, but, or I'd take care of them, but, yeah, so I just think we need that, so we can have documentation of stuff, and just to know that we do bury that at home. Just a shared file. Okay, one more thing, I promise I'll be done. Great. The key situation's taken care of. I got my key, so you need to get a key. I guess did you get a key? I don't know, I guess everything, if we ever need to get in, we get keys, but we gotta give us Robin.
Yeah.
But do you know if the keys are to the,
Keys open everything but the clerk's office, the police station,
yeah, what about demo?
and the padlocks.
Yes?
They open everything but the clerk's office, right? Because you guys had to change that, the police station and the padlocks.
Okay, well, that's the problem. So who has that key? You do?
I have that key. Okay.
Okay. Well, then I get with you, is that where I get in is a padlock?
Yes, I still have that key. That should still work on your old key.
I couldn't, well, maybe it's frozen.
Well, I did take all of them off, so it might have gotten. So.
Yeah, Brendan. Figure out the key situation.
I thought he was gonna change them too, but he was like, I can't figure these out. Just
Yeah.
review.
I figured it out, so I know what's in the problem. That's all I have, guys, thanks.
Dave, you ready for the attorney report?
Yes.
No, Brandon has something.
Brenda.
That's all right.
Go
You
ahead.
can go ahead. It's pretty simple. So, I'm gonna be really short. We posted a job to fill a position that was vacated. We've got several resumes back. In the last few days, going through said resumes. And we're going to be reaching out within the next week, 2 weeks to people to schedule interviews to fill that position. Just wanted to bring everybody up to speed on what's going on with that and where we're at with the hiring.
We'll be contacting people, hopefully setting some time up for next week to do the interviews and trying to get the position filled as soon as we can. And you guys will get, when we're making the interviews, you guys will get copies of the resumes that who we're talking to.
Position closed on Friday.
Thanks, Brandon.
Okay, there you go.
Yes.
All right. Nothing exciting. You talked about the one interesting thing, the Olva property, and as I indicated, that deed was recorded, by the way, on February 4th. And so I will talk to Chad about it. We're waiting for word back from the one person who had some interest in 3 out of those 4 properties. So unless the council wants to take some other action, I think that's gonna stay where it is for a while. There's nothing more to do on those 4 properties. There was I think we discussed this last time. There was a quiet title action filed as to several properties that have been purchased by a private entity, Home Free Enterprises. And they filed that to extinguish any liens that any number of people, including the town of Summitville, might have. Our lien, if we had one, would have been based on a utilities, unpaid utilities bill as to one of the properties in the total amount of about $1,300. Robin and I had discussed it several times. It wasn't looking like it was really worth pursuing. I did some research and that made it look even worse because essentially you cannot pursue anything. Once the deed is recorded, it extinguishes any lien prior to the tax sale. So you can go against the old owner personally, although usually if they've lost their property tax sale, they're not going to be able to pay your judgment. And you can certainly go against the new owner for any new utilities since then. But you can't go against the new owner or the property. And that turned out to be the case. I didn't have an exact date for the issuance of the tax deed in that case, but it was prior to the filing of the lawsuit in December 21st. So my advice to Robin, and I guess my advice to the council as well, is going to be that just essentially write that off. It's not really worth pursuing. As a matter of fact, no one has filed an answer in that case, even though there are like 30 defendants. And I think that's fairly typical. You're not going to assert a lien against the property. Why would you bother to answer it? Okay. The only thing else I'm working on right now, I have this new project from Mark, and I'll get back to him on that, is John and I, Officer Mansfield. I always get you mixed up with Manship for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, Mansfield, much more common name. Officer Mansfield and I are having a great time over in Elwood City Court on these things. We're down to two. They're both abandoned vehicle cases. I won't go into elaborate detail. One of them is essentially resolved or will be by next Tuesday. Would you agree? And the other one is partially resolved and is kind of an interesting problem that John and I were going to discuss with Mark, since he's the font of all wisdom in these matters. And I was also going to seek some additional help on. So we're going to get back with that guy and see if we can solve his and the town's problem there. Otherwise, nothing as much is happening, and that's it for the report.
Do you have anything on the call?
There was something else, wasn't there? What was it?
Yeah, she was gonna do a little stand for the garden.
Oh, the garden stand thing. Well, I think I totally forgot about that.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and make a note of
What
that.
did I say it was called? It was last month.
Farmers market,
No.
Farm stand?
farm stand, selling produce that have been grown on the property where the stand was.
What did I?
Yeah, honor system type stand. Yeah, I love those places. Farm stand, growing produce from property. Yeah, I'll check into that.
Do we need to make a motion to forego that action on that?
I would feel more comfortable if you would do that, yes. Not just a, passive emotion saying you're gonna not pursue any litigation, something of that nature. Home Free is the name of the company.
Home Free.
Home Free Enterprises is the name of the company.
Do we have an address?
For Home Free,
Or of the property?
well, let me see. I think they're all by legal description. There are four, but only one of them involves us, as I recall. And I don't know precisely which one that is because the Wall Street doesn't say it. Robert.
Probably.
Yeah, I have to know. Oh,
I
here
just
it is.
figured if there was a,
It's 108 North Street. Is that's not North Main, but North Street?
probably North Summit.
North
108
Summit.
North Summit.
Okay, then the property that involves us
Okay.
is 108 North Summit. The amount is 30, but it says approximately $1,312.
Well, that's the one right behind the church.
And I don't know who the owner of that property was. But they've all been purchased by Home Free Enterprises, Indiana 2024 LLC at tax sale.
Motion to forego collections on the property at 108 North Summer Street and Cold Home Free Enterprise.
I'll second. There you go. State the amount.
Oh, well, you can look up and say. I need a rough amount, but.
All there.
Hi.
Opposed? Okay,
Anything changes, I'll let the board know.
thank you.
Thank you.
Citizens. Terry,
I got a few things.
all right.
Terry 9201 South Second. Welcome, Kyle,
Thank you.
to the fight. Anyway, back to the valley problem. Back in the past, in his defense, I think that's always been used as a road. And for some reason, I think it used to have a name. Maybe Salbert's Road or Salbert's Lane or something like that. But the town never took care of it, I don't think. The previous owners back in there years and years ago used to take care of, because they had heavy equipment. But in his defense, it's really not an alley that runs east to west. It's a short road. It's the one water boy lives on. You don't want to tell you where it's at. I'll tell you where it's at. It's that short road. Water boy, Lake Street.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, with that. And I have a question about our street. Down there, they just done this road, Third Street, Delaware. It's got huge cracks from one side to the other. And they're separated. There's the Delaware and Third. Donnie Veter's right in front of his house. So it's, you can't miss it. But there's gotta be something going on. I think we need to get Brooks in here and let him tell us what's going on. Either it's shoddy workmanship, no good material. That was just done. And there's gotta be something. Maybe we're buying cheaper material, I don't know, in order to get their price, because they always have the lowest bid.
Right.
And it's usually the lowest by thousands. So, you know, in the long run, are we hurting ourselves? You know, shooting ourselves in the foot by using cheaper stuff. But I know we gotta take the lowest bid. So we're kind of in a quandrum there. But we need to follow up and just, maybe they'll fix it. But then you're cutting the roads again, you're patching it, and you're starting all over where you just finished.
Sure.
And then,
That area already has a high water table. I believe the issue might be drainage. Because there at the Lions Den, it always floods out. That's one of the bigger concerns when we redo First Street is how do we compress some cracking again with that high water table? So I think those might be related.
well, there might be some high water occasionally, but it's not standing, it's standing on the street at Second Street.
Right, but it's still where it sits, if it's high in the ground, that means our frost line's lower, so every time it freezes higher in that, which means it's busting it up.
Softens the base.
Yeah.
See where I'm going with that?
Huh?
You see where I'm going with that?
I know what you're saying, but I think in this particular area, it's high ground, fairly high. There's drainage on that side, drainage on this side. It's in between two drainage culverts. Okay, anyway, I think it needs to be looked at. If it takes bringing somebody from Brooks in here,
Right.
we know some of it's trash trucks doing it
That's the issue on Prospect.
on the sides.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I,
This isn't in the sides, it's right straight across the middle.
will
And I think he answered the question about the buildings that sounds like they're gonna get tore down if somebody doesn't purchase part of it.
I was thinking about purchasing 3 out of the 4 and I don't know, probably rehabbing them, tearing them down or
Yeah.
something. Making them produce some value. That would be
Yeah.
nice. Fourth one, I suspect will, but that's.
Yeah. Okay, and then, I wasn't here at the last meeting, I guess we didn't get our street money? Is that true?
Yeah, a lot of people didn't get it this go around. They tightened up.
And was it because we didn't file for it? Okay,
File.
you filed in time?
Yes, we did have to file with that.
They just didn't offer it out this year,
Yeah, well, I mean, they offered it. They just tightened up on who they were offering it for.
we just didn't get it,
Yeah, we just didn't get it.
we weren't big
Oh.
enough. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that, and then, something else. I talked to John about one person that's piling it up again. I think he talked to Mark about it. The sign, 100%, we need a truck route. And the sign he's talking about is a good idea. Because he's talking about down here at the 4-way, when they're coming from the factory down here.
Yeah.
And they turn left. Whether they follow their GPS or not, if you're allowing them to do it, they're gonna do it. But if it's a truck route going out of town, coming into this town, I believe, I might be wrong, but the truck route into this town is State Road 28 and 100. It's not these side roads. They got weight limits. So if you put the sign up, it needs to go to 28, not to 9, Because then you're giving them permission to go that way.
Right.
And somebody falls through one of them bridges because we're routing them that way, we're gonna have a problem. And I know these people that come into town, because I drove for 45 years. I used to come across them bridges, but I was taking a chance that I didn't fall through one of them. Those bridges have been there for years. Somebody's gonna fall through eventually. Damage. I think they had like anywhere from 9 to 15,000 pound weight limit. But the sign was on. That's a county thing. But anyway,
Thank you.
the sign he's talking about
Mhm.
is 100% a good thing. Okay? That's enough for me.
Thank you, Terry.
David Bear. I got a few things, like you guys mentioned the water line break. We, the people, don't get any news of what's going on in the town. Got some new faces, maybe it'll be heard this time. Can you guys let people know what's going on? Cause no one ever knows, like the water main breaking. No one knew that happened. And we need to know that happened. So for using, taking showers or whatever.
You don't want to main break?
Someone, I going off Facebook, but they were saying that water, and their water was orange and stuff here in town.
There was a water main break at the corner of Summit Street.
It didn't affect Mill Street.
It was fixed the next morning. Oh,
But still, that is something though the town people, or people in the town need to know. We don't know anything that's going on. You guys kind of still keep hush hush. We don't know anything.
Well, look, I'm not trying to, I'm gonna tell you, we did put a thing out on Facebook.
Okay, what is the,
At this point, we have no way to communicate.
what's the way of going about to get that then?
Here's the problem. We don't have an actual official town Facebook.
I know,
Couple
yeah.
reasons. One of them is the things that would end up on that page. That's one reason. Second reason is we have nobody to man to staff a Facebook page 24 hours a day. That's reason number two. And I, in the event of when we had no sewer flowing, we came up with an official town statement.
On the
And
webpage, right?
we were going to post it onto the webpage. Unfortunately, in order to post stuff on our webpage, we have to get with the guy that administers the website.
And I will say that website's very buggy.
So
It don't work
that
half the time.
that became a problem. We are aware of it. I think at the end of the day, she posted something on the Bill, whatever page it was.
I posted it on my page, public page, and then the Summitville happenings and, anything I could,
Okay,
anything I could
And
to
you
get it out there.
It is, we have no way to communicate with the general public. In this event, we had, and meant to go down a rabbit hole with it. We had no sewer flowing on the east side of town. And it was, if the,
that sounds like a shitty situation.
it literally could have became one. Problem gets to be is the problem is getting addressed. We're low on employees, we're low on hands to help. Like I say, I think Richard went out and was working with Brendan to get the sewer flowing.
And it all comes back to resource limitations. I mean, the town is very limited on resources sometimes. And
So, and, it was right in the middle of an 11-inch snowstorm. The problem, and, we addressed this problem. We recognize that we have a problem. We cannot communicate. That's something where there's not an easy flip of a switch to fix
Yeah.
it. It's a process, and that's something we'll work.
And then I want to let you know the audio for the live feed, I can barely hear it. When watching at home, I cannot hear the audio of it.
We'll get with the IT guy on that.
And then second thing, tagging cards. I keep seeing my neighbor's stuff get tagged, but yet you have not tagged anything on the corner of 7th and Lake Street. That truck has been sitting there for 2 years with expired plates and has not been tagged. And they got a camper out back that is wrapped up and parked that has never been touched. But yet you keep tagging the kid that's working on his car out in the street all the time.
Which side of the road is that on?
What one?
The one you're talking about?
Which one? I'm talking about two different places.
Seventh and Lake.
That big red house, the big two-story house.
North side.
Yeah.
I
The
just,
south side of the road?
The red house.
Like the stop sign.
yeah, right at the stop sign intersection of Seventh and Lake.
You said there's a truck.
I'd be your fair about right.
You talking about your dad's
Yeah.
house? Is he talking about your dad's?
Excuse me.
No.
I'm leaving you at home next month.
It's the seventh. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just, it's ridiculous that you're,
The truck up front, you said.
Yes,
It's
it's
like
20 2014 or 2024,
Is
please.
it on the roadway?
Yes, you can see it right there off the road.
I know, but
Is it in the driveway or on the
Yes.
road?
No, in their driveway.
the
Oh,
plates,
it's-
the plates don't.
Then why is that kid's stuff getting tagged and my stuff getting tagged?
The plates on a public roadway matter.
Oh.
Vehicles that are not operational on a private property.
Yeah.
Well, that vehicle hasn't moved though, so that means it's inoperational. My vehicles are operational and they keep getting tagged because they still run and drive. So there's something up that you aren't tagging his stuff and he's got that camper wrapped up in the tarps out back and there's an Impala sitting beside it that's mismatched body panels that ain't moved and for who knows how
It's pretty specific.
Yeah.
And I can explain it to you.
Drive by and look.
I'll go back to it. Trust me, if there's cars back there, I'll make sure they
It's
get
very
taken care of.
specific. Abandoned vehicle phone are pretty specific.
Well, then it needs to figure out, because that's bullshit that they're tagging his stuff that he's working on. He spent all day yesterday working on it and then you tag it today. He's trying to get it fixed.
We know that. It's been there almost 2 weeks. And it's on,
We had 11 inches of snow.
it's on jacks, and that's not safe on a public roadway.
Okay, I can see that. Okay, I see that aspect of it, but still, he is trying to.
Sit down and explain the differences.
Should I say
between
something?
the different
To
ones.
begin with, that isn't a car place to work on your vehicles on Main Street. Take them in your backyard. I don't have to look at.
I don't know.
Leave
his
them on
ve-
Main Street.
I don't know his vehicle space, but you don't know what someone's going through. We don't have the money to afford to pay for car rent or car repair shops. And that's a kid. He's out there, he's probably like 18 at least, working on that. And we don't have the money to pay for that at that age. That's what I was,
You know how many complaints they've had about that guy?
I don't care.
Exactly.
Serve everyone right, though,
You-
not just one
You
person.
only care about what you think.
Just come over there and I'll explain to you the
I
differences.
agree.
To the roads for just a second. Down there in front of what was the pallet shop, there's some pretty big holes in the road. Is that the town's or is that theirs?
Yeah, we patched those at the beginning of
Yeah.
spring last year, and we'll have to get back out. I gotta order them.
I know
The
weather
basement without
We
houses.
don't have
We have a little bit of cold patch, but it's way too cold to get that to spread right now.
throw rocks in it. I don't care. Something, yeah, absolutely.
It doesn't hold up well.
There's no drainage there and it
Right.
rains out constant.
Yeah.
It's a 100% turnaround every year.
Anybody have anything else? Well, meeting adjourned.
Make a motion to
Make a motion.
adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I need signatures on stuff.
Oh, we gotta sign papers.
Yeah, you gotta sign papers.
You don't even come around.
If you heard what I've been through in the last 3 weeks, you'd understand why you.
You don't love me no more.
Okay, part of this here, that is the allowance docket. Just down in here. Yeah, I'll put one in there. And I appreciate it.
Make creek for the line spot. Live like I grew up on that. My house on the corner, my dad started building that one. My dad.
I'm having a surgery.
Annual.
That's what we're trying.
Just anywhere.
Thursday.
There now.
It's all down the wall.
Oh, I've never taken.
That's always been.
Where's your truck keys?
See you.
I need your car keys.